Hello, my name is Rachel and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a little treat for your feet. So what you're going to need is one of these. This is a trigger point massage ball and a little towel. That's all you need. So go ahead and get yourselves ready and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so we're going to start with the balls. We're just going to pop this down here. Okay, so this is a trigger point massage ball, but you can also use a tennis ball. Works really well for this. And if you're feeling tough, you can use a golf ball, but I can tell you right now, it's very painful with a golf ball. In my dancing days, we used to use a golf ball, but there we go. So let's get started. We're going to pop the ball down on the floor. And you're just going to place the heel of your right foot on the ball. Okay, don't worry too much about your leg position. As long as you can stand up, that's fine. And then we're going to bend the knee and we're just going to lean into it. Okay, so the idea is you are pressing down into the ball. And what the ball is doing is it's stretching the fascia underneath your feet. Okay, so it's going to give you relief. So if you're someone with arthritis, plantar fasciitis, you've got a calf injury, you dance, you run, anything where you're using your feet a lot, this is excellent, okay? Then you're going to move the ball to the center. So that's where the arch of the foot is. This is where it can be painful for a lot of people. This is where it was painful with me. If you have any issues with your toe joints, so bunions, stuff like that, this is often where you're the most tight in your foot. Okay, so you get it under the arch, and again, you press down. If it hurts, you know you're in the right place, okay? So you press down as long as you can. I'm just going to demonstrate the positions today rather than do all the holds. And then you're going to come back. So now it's under the ball of my foot. Can you see? All right, so under the metatarsals. And I'm trying to wrap my toes around it. And again, I'm just leaning into it and just feeling that stretch. And for me, this one is, yes, this one's quite painful. Okay, so pressing it, because I'm always tight underneath the feet. That's just old dance injuries and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and then from there, just go forward a little. You're just going to put the ball under the toes now. And you're going to try and wrap the toes around it and press down. Okay, and let's just quickly do the other side. All right, once you know what you're doing, you can take as long as you need for this. So ball underneath the heel, pressing down. Okay, so make sure full weight down through that heel. And then you just move down the foot, essentially. So underneath the arch of the foot, and then down a little further, deeper into that arch. And then underneath the toes. Okay, and pressing down. All right, and this is something, once you've got one of these, you can do this every day. It's really, really good. If you've got plantar fasciitis, this is something you want to be doing daily, really, to really help with that. And then once you've done that, you can just roll the ball. So you can just stand there, you can be listening to the radio, boiling the kettle, whatever you want to do, and just roll underneath. We're trying to get all the fascia under the foot, okay? Because when you release that, you're actually releasing tension in your Achilles tendon, and that obviously transpires up into the calf. So very good for that. And then we'll just even ourselves out. So just do the other foot, rolling back and forth. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. We're going to pick up the towel now. I'm going to come down onto the floor. And then just to add to that, leave the ball to one side. I want you to use a towel rather than a flexi band, because we don't want it to be something that gives. We want it to be something that's solid, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to put the towel underneath the arch of the foot, so definitely the arch, not the toes, okay? And you can have your legs wherever you want. If you're tight in your hamstrings, you might want to have the knee bent. Okay, but the idea is you look at the alignment of the foot, so second toe in line with the center of your ankle, and then you're just going to pull, basically. And you're trying to get a nice little stretch underneath that foot. I personally like to wiggle it around a little as well, because we do have lots of joints in the feet, and this is very effective at relieving pain, but again, stretching out the bottom of the foot. All right, and then from there you can go under the ball of the foot, and this becomes more of a calf stretch and a stretch of the Achilles tendon. So I can feel that all the way up to the back of my knee. So I know that I need to stretch my calf muscles. All right. And then we're just going to do the other side. Okay, so just switch legs. Start in the center of the foot, right under here. Okay. And then we're just going to pull back, stretching out again the fascia under the foot. And then try and hold for like 3 deep breaths. I think a lot of people with stretching forget to hold the stretch, so now we're coming up to the toes. So I always suggest, so let's pull back on those toes, get a little bit more of a calf stretch. 3 slow deep breaths, generally is about 30 seconds. And that's kind of how long you should be holding your stretch for to really get the muscle to release, because a quick stretch doesn't release the muscle, okay? That's it. And then finally, I'm going to show you one more thing. A lot of people find this really weird, but it's very effective. Okay, so I'm going to show you on this foot. So you can do this in a chair. If you've got flexible hips like me, you can do it on the floor. What you can do is you're going to pick up your foot, and with the opposite hand, you are going to try and thread your fingers in between your toes. This feels really weird when you first do it, just to let you know. I only started doing this a few months ago and found it very odd, but because I had foot surgery, I was recommended to do lots of mobilization of my foot. So you get your fingers in between. Now that in itself, you might find you can't do. A lot of people can't even do that, but the idea is to be able to get the fingers in between, and then you're just going to mobilize your ankle. Okay, so you're using your hand to mobilize that foot. And we're just going to take it around like so. Then we're going to take it back the other way. That's it. Trying to keep those fingers in between. It sounds easy, but when you're doing it, you can see that it isn't really. And then we're going to press forward. So can you see I'm pressing on that foot? So we're going into a really good stretch. Dorsiflexing, we call this, with the foot in this direction. And then pull the foot back the other way, so you're stretching through the top of the foot as well. Okay, and then we'll switch feet. So same thing on the other foot. So this is the one I find really difficult. Okay, so we're getting the fingers in between. So you're creating space. So what we're doing, in fact, is stretching the fascia in between the toes. Okay, so it isn't just about trying to feel good, it is actually good functional work. All right, so we're doing that, and now we're going to circle around like so. That's it. And as I say, you can do this in a chair if you find it difficult doing it on the floor. Let's go back the other way. Good. And again, you know, this is something you can put into any day. You don't have to add this to a workout. You can do, or you can do it separately every day. And then we're going to push the foot into dorsiflexion. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? Pushing it that way. Okay, as far as it will go. And then we're going to take it the other way, pressing down like so. Good. And then from there, we're just going to take hold of the top of the feet with both hands, like so, and just pull back. So the idea is it's not so much the calf stretch now, we're trying to stretch underneath the feet here, okay? So pulling back. Good. And then the last thing I think we'll do is just a little mobilization. So if you just take hold of the top of the foot here, and we actually have a joint here in the foot. So we're just going to try and turn. Can you see what I'm doing? Just gently turning the foot trying to get everything moving. Because what happens with injuries and also with arthritis is the foot just gets really stiff and it's not moving in all the places it needs to. So a little mobilization like that is great. And let's do the other side to finish. So again, just turning the foot. So I've got my fingers kind of on the top of the arch, and then I'm just gently turning like so. And there we go. All right, so that was your little treat for the feet. Thank you so much for watching. Do press the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care and bye for now. If you'd like to support me and this channel, then you can buy me a virtual cup of coffee on Ko-fi. See all the details down below in the description box.